Today's WNEM TV5 Morning Extra is brought to you by Roof Max of Midland.
Proposed gun range in Mount Morris Township on hold, why another project could help end the debate.
A break-in at a local bakery caught on tape. Why an employee worries it could happen again.
And people in Bay City speaking out against a proposed tool for public safety. How the commission voted on the contract for license plate reading cameras.
Thanks so much for joining us live this morning and tuning in to TV5 Morning Extra. I'm Christine Winter.
And I'm Lauren Piesco. We are joined now by First Alert meteorologist Diane Phillips, who's tracking our Tuesday forecast. Diane, what's the latest?
It is a chilly start to the day, and I'm also watching for a system that's bringing some rain and some snow with it. But the catch is that we have some dry air in place. So locally, we are going to find that we do have that cloud cover that's been filling in. That dry air is also in place. So though we are seeing some blue here a little bit closer towards Shiawassee and Gratiot counties, I'm not actually seeing anything on the sensor. So as I back this out here, you're going to find that we do have that rain snow mixture that's a little bit closer towards 94. The sensors there further south, those are reading that we have some rain and some snow that's actually making it to the ground. So that dry air is kind of protecting us. It's going to eat away at that precipitation. We have dry roadways here in downtown Saginaw, and we are going to be waiting for that sun to come up. So that's why we have that rich blue color across our skies. Our temperatures are currently sitting into the teens, and yet we do have some mid-20s. The cloud cover has really been in the driver's seat on those temps. But this morning, make sure you are road ready. Give yourself a few extra minutes. You could have a little bit of frost on the windshield if you parked outside last night. So again, make sure you give yourself a little extra time to get out the door.
All right, Diane, thank you. A new shooting range for police was in the works for Mount Morris, but a new development at the county level has triggered a delay. Last night's meeting brought a major shift with the city's own police chief, Kevin Mihaloff, saying it might be time to hit pause. The proposed site sits off Stanley Road near Neff Road, close to homes and an elementary school, something that's fueled concern about noise, safety, and the environmental impact. The chief told commissioners he wants to table the discussion after hearing news that a new countywide training facility is being explored in Flint. He says if Genesee County ends up with a shared range, Mount Morris may not need to build one at all.
For police and fire to really be able to train appropriately, this training facility that City of Flint is doing is massive.
The Planning Commission voted to deny the Mount Morris proposal for now while leaving the door open to revisit it. That county project stalls.
Once our AM employees showed up to open the store, that's when they saw the broken door and the till.
A break-in shaking up a local bakery, and there are concerns it could happen again. The operations manager at Cinnamon in Grand Blanc Township on South Saginaw Street says at around 3 o'clock Sunday morning, somebody broke in. They were captured on surveillance video stealing cinnamon rolls and energy drinks before leaving, and the footage shows they returned an hour later stealing money from the register. With that person still identified, there are concerns they could strike again.
The person that happened, same as what we had on our Facebook, we forgive you, we're praying for you, but what you did wasn't okay.
Anyone with information in the case is asked to contact Grand Blanc Township Police or Cinnamon, where they will connect you with the detective handling that case.
Pilots with Allegiant Air will hold an informational picket today outside of Flint's Bishop Airport. Teamsters Local 2118 says over 1,400 pilots from across 22 airports are coming together, saying the company is asking for concessions from its pilots while investing in other areas. The union says Allegiant isn't offering a fair contract. As a result, losing valuable pilots to competitor airlines and jeopardizing local routes. Today's protest is scheduled to begin at 10 a.m. in the cell phone waiting lot.
An update in a high-profile case. The father of 3 boys who disappeared from Lenawee County 15 years ago is now formally charged with killing them. John Skelton appeared in court Monday, where he was charged with 3 counts of open murder and 3 counts of tampering with evidence. Andrew Alexander and Tanner Skelton disappeared at the ages of 9, 7, and 5 years old on Thanksgiving in 2010. Their bodies were never found. Earlier this year, the children were declared legally dead. Skelton's being held on a $60 million bond.
In Flint, 67th District Judge Herman Marable Jr. has been elected to serve as historian of the National Bar Association's Judicial Council for the next 5 years. The honor follows an election during the 100th annual NBA convention this past summer. Judge Marable has served as a member of the council's executive committee since 2017.
Anyone who's driven around Old Town Saginaw lately might have noticed a new mural taking shape in the area. Local artist Eric R. Shantz has been working on the art next to Saginaw Old Town Junction for the last month. He hopes to be finished with it in about a week. That artwork shows a Union Pacific streamliner from 1937 along with an airship behind it.
It just feels awesome to be doing what I love to do in the first place, which is just clean up my neighborhood. They've been driving by, rolling down the windows and screaming, "Let's go!" And I'd agree. And it's awesome. It's just fun to be out here and have actually people just roll down. Just I know they like it, and that makes me feel really good.
Now, Shan says he will do more projects when there's money available. The Saginaw Old Town Junction is collecting donations.
And a reminder, power will be shut off for thousands of Midland homeowners and businesses later this week. Consumers Energy says it plans to shut off power to over 2,500 customers on Friday. The work begins at midnight and plans to be finished up around 4 the next morning. Homes east of North Saginaw Road, north of Haley Street, west of Sweet Avenue, and south of West Saginaw Road will be impacted. Any homes that are going to be without power have been notified. You're watching TV5 Morning Extra.
People in Bay City come out to talk about a new license plate reading camera system, a proposal. We're going to show you how the City Commission voted on it.
And new photos raising concerns about conditions at the Flint Police Department's headquarters. Why one council member is now speaking out.
And if you missed a story, catch up on our YouTube channel. A lot of content there. And you can also get the latest updates and important news by following us on Facebook and Instagram. Now, Diane is in for Matthew. She will have your first alert forecast in just a moment. Stay with us.
Thanks for sticking with us. We do have a chilly start this morning as temperatures have been into the teens and 20s. So for the hunters that maybe have the week off and are still hoping to get a deer, well, you are going to find that it's pretty chilly this morning. Hopefully you have those orange jackets on because it feels like we're into the 20s outside. Thankfully the winds have been calm, but we will have the cloud cover hanging around if you're going to be out there late morning, and those 30s will eventually arrive. On our pinpoint Doppler, we've had the cloud cover kind of slide in, but with us having some clear skies earlier, you may have some frost on that windshield. You will see that we have some snow as we have a system coming in. This is starting to show a little bit of blue here into Shiawassee and Gratiot counties. But what is happening is we have some dry air. So as that snow falls, it's evaporating. And by the time it gets to the ground, we have nothing to show for it. So we are going to continue to battle with that dry air and the evaporation process for a little while longer. We still have some rain and some snow associated with this storm. Better chances of that actually hitting the ground. Our sensors are saying along 94 is where we are running into some wet roadways. So we do have dry conditions out the door here in the 7 o'clock hour through mid-Michigan. As we go throughout the day today, I anticipate that dry air is going to kind of eat away at this system. Also, we're on the edge of it too, so that's why we are going to be finding here along I-69 and into Gratiot County that we have a little bit of a better chance of seeing some of these snow showers. Also into the afternoon, temperatures are above freezing, so even some raindrops can mix in. That's going to kind of cut down on any snow accumulations as well. As we get towards the evening commute, you can see it's pretty quiet. We'll actually have the system starting to pull away, so that'll bring us some decreasing cloud cover during the night. When we look at the amounts of snow for this one, not going to add up to all that much locally. We do have a chance that maybe some bridges and some overpasses could be a little bit damp and slippery. So just keep in mind, if we do have these snow showers that are able to beat that drier air, that we would just be watching those cooler surfaces for any impacts. But even those are going to be on the lower side. Normal highs at this point in the year would be around 45 degrees. So we are going to fall short of that. Our winds today are going to be in the upper 30s, and we will be seeing those temperatures into the lower 40s. The winds, however, will be light and variable. That 7-day first alert forecast has our temperatures rebounding back into the 40s and actually picking up some good heat. We will find that the forecast is pretty mild. Check out days 6 and 7, 49, 50 degrees. And even that system that we've also been watching for late this week looks to be falling apart. Our better rain chances would be Thursday evening going into Friday morning. So that's good news for holidays in the heart of the city. We will start to see some drier conditions for that. And even for the weekend plans, happy to see partly cloudy skies and dry weather for then.
Some new details this morning. The Bay City Commission has rejected a proposed contract to install license plate reading cameras. The commission heard presentations last night from the Flock Group, which sells the camera, and a member of the American Civil Liberties Union, who spoke about concerns on potential misuse. Several people who live in Bay City also weighed in, speaking out against the cameras.
Mass surveillance is risky enough as is. Privatizing it for profit is worse. Pass a budget resolution and move the money to the fire stations.
Now, that company, the Flock Group, dismissed claims of mass surveillance, saying the cameras capture single images, not live video, adding they would be used to not only solve crime, but assist in Amber Alerts and locate missing people. 6 commissioners voted against the cameras, with 2 voting for it. The proposed contract would have cost the city about $84,000 over the next 2 years to install 10 cameras at busy intersections.
Some new questions about air quality inside the Flint Police Department headquarters on East 5th Street. That's as we take a live look this morning at the downtown area.
Yeah, just days after the city council voted to test the building for air quality and other hazardous conditions, these new photos are raising more concerns. Flint City Councilwoman Tanya Burns says they were taken within the last 2 weeks, revealing leaks, damaged ceiling tiles, and exposed pipes.
There were some individuals who, once they retired, had aggressive cancers and wondered if this was the cause of their cancer. And so I started meeting with them and taking phone calls, and the pictures were disturbing.
She says it's now up to the city to schedule the tests. Meanwhile, a Flint police spokesperson says the administration of the department prioritizes the safety of its employees along with the well-being of those they serve.
We are continuing to follow a deadly animal cruelty case out of Tuscola County, with a reward now being offered for tips on who dumped a box of kittens in a ditch in dangerously cold temperatures. Now, this happened nearly a week ago at Sheridan and Ball Roads in Cairo. Tuscola County Animal Control believes a woman driving this silver car is responsible. PETA has come forward with a reward of $5,000 for any information linked to an arrest and conviction. According to the animal rights group, one of the kittens died due to the weather. If you have any information, contact Tuscola County Animal Control.
Across the state, roughly 700,000 people carry medical debt. Now, Michigan lawmakers in Lansing are proposing a possible solution they're calling the Medical Debt Protection Act. It would keep medical debt off consumer reports, which are often used by lenders and insurance companies, and cap debt interest and late fees at 3% a year. The changes have gained support from some healthcare advocates.
What's troubling, this isn't just uninsured people. Families with private insurance routinely face high deductibles, narrow networks, and opaque billing.
The Senate versions of the bills have already cleared committee and are headed on for a full vote on the state Senate floor.
Midland Public Schools says it's already adjusted next year's school calendar to avoid any overlap with the Midland County Fair. The announcement was made at the district's Board of Education meeting last night. In a press release, the district says that decision was made to allow students to participate and ease scheduling pressure on transportation, athletics, band, and other groups involved in fair activities. The 2026 Midland County Fair runs from August 16th through the 22nd.
All right, Saginaw is dealing with some flooding on Genesee Avenue between Franklin Street and Warren Avenue because of a water main break. Now, the public services director for the city says water pressure is now under control, with water no longer dumping onto the roads like it did yesterday. No word yet on what caused the break, but TV5 has learned the system is estimated to be over 80 years old, and it was designed to only last about 50 to 70 years.
And the Kyle Kuzma Family Foundation and its partners will once again be donating and serving 600 Thanksgiving meals to Flint families in need. The free carry-out to-go meals will be prepared by Mott Community College faculty chefs and culinary arts students. The meals are available next Monday afternoon from 2 to 5 p.m. at the Mott Community College Culinary Arts Institute. That's located on Saginaw Street in downtown Flint. Let's check in now with Diane, who's in for Matthew this morning for one more look at your 7-day forecast.
So we have dry weather for now, but I am watching some rain and some snow showers on that 7-day. You'll see that I have those kind of a little bit further south. That's going to be where we have a better chance of seeing that wet weather. And then highs today will only be in the upper 30s, so a little bit cooler. We do get back to the 40s as early as tomorrow. We'll have some sun to start, the clouds build in, and we do have that rain chance Thursday night into Friday morning. Now, this system's been falling apart the closer we get to it on the calendar, so we'll really see how well it holds together in the next couple of days. But at least it looks like we have some dry weather for Friday evening and going into the weekend, considering a lot of tree lightings are happening and those holiday events are coming up and filling the calendars. We're happy to see some drier weather and even some mild temperatures. Makes it easy to go and walk around town.
Yeah, not too bad.
Thank you. We appreciate you joining us live this morning for TV5 Morning Extra.
Yeah, we hope you'll join us back here at 9 o'clock for TV5 News at 9. Have a great day.